Right. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Let's begin our session. So let's see what is our today's agenda. We are going to discuss about sed command. Today we'll be discussing about sed command, the other things. There are some examples for a sed command. Let's understand what is a cd command and how actually it works. So we have some examples to understand how this SCD command works. So first of all, SCD stands for stream editor. What is said here? The full form of said is what? Stream editor. SCD stands for stream editor. So what is the purpose of said? We can see here, this is a said is a powerful stream editor, text stream editor. So what we can do is we can insert, delete, search, and replace. So most of the times this set is used for substitution. Set command is used for substituting the things. So we have some examples to understand. You can see here we have a file. This is the file. Okay, consider this is the file we are going to create with a file name called something. So that you will understand, I have created one server in the Amazon Linux. I'm going to connect to that server. We go to the dashboard. Yes, this is the server I have created and I'm going to connect to it. So first of all, what we are going to understand set. Set is mainly, set is the full form of set is stream editor. So set is mainly for doing insertion, deletion, search, and replace. Most of the times we use set for replacing, substitution kind of thing. And we have some examples to understand set. You can see here, this is a file. If this is the file, if this is the contents, okay, these are the contents present in the file. If I run a command called this one, look at this command to understand what is the meaning of this particular command, sed. So in the single inverted commas, we are using s/unix/linux, meaning we are going to substitute s specifies the substitution operation. Okay, yes specifies the substitution operation. So we are going to substitute the string Unix wherever we have the Unix string. Those Unix strings will be replaced with Linux. And we need to understand one more thing. So generally the sed command will substitute only the very first occurrence, only the first occurrences. Okay. In any line, if the first occurrence is Unix, that Unix will be replaced with a Linux string. So generally the meaning of this command is we are going to substitute. Sed stands for stream editor. So S is a substitution operation. S refers the substitution operation here. Unix string will be replaced with Linux in a file called this one, gigfile.txt. So let's see some examples. I'm going to save a file. I'm going to create a file and save some content inside the file. So I have a file called gigfile.txt. I'm saving some content inside this file. So we have some lines here, like Unix is a great OS, Unix is an open source, Unix is free OS. Okay, just I have written some lines. I'm going to save these lines inside a file called. I'm going to save these lines, and you can later you can see what is the content that I have updated in this file. These are the 4 lines. I have these 4 lines here. I have updated. Now I'm going to run a command called this one. Hope you understood the meaning of this particular command. What I'm going to do with this command is I'm going to substitute the Unix string. I'm going to substitute, S stands for substitute. I'm going to substitute the Unix string with Linux. Let's see the output after running this command. Okay, usually what is the data that we have? You can compare. I'm just giving the cat space file.txt. So this is the one usually that is already having this file is having this content. And just now we have applied one operation called the substitution of sed command we ran, and we just substituted the Unix string with Linux. You can see here. You can observe all the first occurrences. What is the first? This is the first line, right? This is the first line. Let me clear the screen and let me explain you very clearly. I'm going to clear the screen. So this is the content, cat space geekfile.txt. This is the file. This is the content that we have updated. This is the content we have in the file. 4 lines of information we have in the file. Now what I am doing, I am running a command called set s unix s/unix/linux and in the particular file called getfile.txt. So what is the meaning here? You see the occurrences in every line, okay? First line, this is the first line. Generally, the first line here is Unix is a great OS. What is the very first string here? It is starting with Unix. So Unix is substituted, the string Unix is substituted with Linux. And again, we have one more string called Unix in the same line itself. In the same line itself, we have one more string called Unix. So this is not replaced with Linux, meaning generally sed command replaces the strings only in the first occurrence. Only in the first occurrence. In every line, this is a line, right? This is the first line. So in this particular line, sed command replaces the Unix string with Linux. So it is done. So in the second line, we don't have any string like Unix. Let's come to the third line. Do we have any string like Unix? Yes. We have a string called Unix. This particular string is going to be replaced with Linux. Can you see here? After running this command, this Unix is replaced with Linux. Yes, I am able to see Linux here. Similarly, in the fourth line also, the fourth line, we have Unix is easy to learn, but it is replaced with Linux. The fourth line, Unix is replaced with Linux. Can you see? The fourth line Unix is replaced with Linux. And we have other occurrences also, but the other occurrences are not replaced with this particular string. So what we need to understand is, generally sed command, okay, can you see here? By default, sed command replaces the first occurrence of the pattern in each line. Sed command replaces the first occurrence of the pattern in each line. In every line, it replaces the first occurrence only. Got it? So this is one example to understand where we use the sed command. And we see some other examples also. Suppose if I want to replace, you see here, replace the nth occurrence of the pattern. If I want to replace the nth occurrence of the pattern, meaning you can understand this command s/unix/linux we understood, but I'm giving /1/2. We can also use /1/2. What is the /1/2 flags? /1/2/3. These are the flags we can use in the sed command to replace the nth occurrence. Suppose if I keep /2, meaning in this particular command, I'm going to replace the second occurrence of the word Unix. The second occurrence of the word Unix with Linux. If I'm keeping /3, we are going to replace the third occurrence of the word Unix with the string called Linux. Got it? So let's see. Let's run this command and understand. We are giving /2. We are giving /2. It means we are adding a flag called /2. It doesn't mean that we are going to replace the second occurrence of the pattern. The second occurrence of the pattern in a line. So I'm going to run this and show you output, how actually it gives. Before I run, I'm clearing the screen to avoid the confusions. I'm clearing the screen and also I'm showing you the actual content present in this file. This is the actual content present in this file. Now I'm going to run our command. So let's see the difference here. Take the first line. Okay, let's take the first line. This is the first line. This is how actually we had the first line. And based on this command, you see here, we are asking to replace the second occurrence of the word Unix with Linux in every line. You see here, this is the first line. This is the first line that we had actually. And this first line is replaced like this. You can see here, what is the second occurrence? This is the first occurrence of Unix. And what is the second occurrence of Unix? This is the second occurrence of Unix. In every line, the second occurrence of the Unix is replaced with a string called Linux. The second occurrence. In every line, the second occurrence is replaced with a string called Linux. And in the second line, anyhow, we doesn't have a string called Unix. Leave about it. We'll go to the third line. Third line, do we have the second occurrence? Well, where is the second occurrence? We don't have any second occurrence called Unix. We have only the first occurrence. Unix is there, but we don't have we don't have the second occurrence of Unix. Got it? So it is not replaced. And come to the last line. So this is the first occurrence, this is the first occurrence, and this is the second occurrence, right? So in the fourth line, you see Unix is easy to learn, and the second occurrence of Unix. This is the second occurrence of Unix. Second occurrence of Unix is replaced with Linux. So hope you understood what is the meaning of this particular command. Yes stands for substitution. This particular string is in every line. Okay, in this particular file, in every line, this particular string is going to be replaced with Linux. And if I use any flags like /1, /2, /3, that refers to that is the meaning, like we are going to replace the string in that particular occurrence. /2 means second occurrence in the line. /3 means third occurrences. /1 means by default it will take /1 only. By default it will take /1 only. We don't need to particularly mention /1. By default it will replace the very first occurrences only. If we want to replace the second or third occurrences or fourth occurrences, we can use this flag value so that it will replace the particular occurrences. Got it? Let's move on to the next example. If I want to replace all the occurrences of the pattern, so we use /g. What is G? G stands for global replacement. G stands for global replacement. So I don't want to replace, I don't want to give like /1, /2, /3. I'm not focusing on each and every, I'm not going to focus on the particular occurrence in a line. I want to replace all the occurrences of the pattern, in a line. So it is focusing on line. You can see here all the occurrences of the pattern in a line. So we can use a command called this one /g. /g stands for what? Global replacement. Okay. So I'm just going to give, before I show you the output, I'm clearing the screen. You see the actual content of this one. This is the actual content we had. And now I'm going to replace this one. Okay, sed/s/unix. You can see here s/unix/linux/g. /g stands for what? Global replacement. In every line, you can see all the Unix strings are replaced with Linux. All the Unix strings. Wherever it finds Unix string, it is replaced with Linux. This is how we can replace the strings globally. And we can also replace the nth occurrence to all the occurrences in a line. Nth occurrence to all the occurrences. What is the meaning of this one? 3G. 3G. G stands for global replacement. We know that. 3G stands for what? 3 is the particular occurrence. So from third occurrence to all the remaining occurrences, 3G stands for what? From third occurrence to all the occurrences. 3G. G stands for globally. 3 stands for from the third occurrence. From nth occurrence to all the occurrences, meaning in every line, you see here in every line, it will take, let me clear this. First, we need to understand how many third occurrences are there. Okay, we need to understand how many third occurrences are there. This is the first line, right? This is the first occurrence of Unix, second occurrence, and this is the third occurrence. Okay, let's focus. Second line, we don't have any string called Unix. Third line, we have only one occurrence. Fourth line, first, second, and third occurrence. Okay, so now based on our command, okay, you can see this particular command. If I run this particular command, you can see here from third occurrences to all the occurrences. From third occurrence, you see the first occurrence is normal. The second occurrence is also as usual. It is not replaced, but the third occurrence is replaced with Linux. Let's go to the second and third lines. We don't have much occurrences here. We have only one here, and there is no string called Unix here in the second line. Leave about the second and third lines. Come to the third line, fourth line. So this is the first occurrence, second occurrence. First and second occurrences are not replaced. Let's go to the third occurrence. Third occurrence is replaced. Third and fourth occurrences. From 3, if there are any strings, okay, if there are any strings like Unix, the first two occurrences, it will ignore the first two occurrences. From the third occurrence, it will replace all the strings with Linux. Hope you understood the meaning of 3G. From nth occurrence to all the occurrences, from third occurrence to all the occurrences globally. Okay, so how to replace the string on a specific line number? If I want to replace the string on a specific line number, yes, this is the one. We are specifying the line number 3. I'm going to substitute this string Unix with Linux, line number 3. Line number 3, I'm going to specifically substitute this one. So generally, sed command will focus on what? in every line, it will by default, if I do not keep any pattern, this is the line number here. Okay. What is 3 here? It refers the line number. In this particular line, we are going to substitute the Unix string with line X. Let's look at the third line. First, second, third line. In the third line, the very first string is Unix. It is replaced with line X. So in the particular line, only the particular line. Okay, this will replace only in that particular line called 3. This is the substitution operation. And in the line number 3, the substitution operation will take place. Well, like that, we have some other example. Okay, we have some more examples. Let's see all the example. Duplicating the replaced line. Let's see here, try to understand this example also. Substitution, we know about substitution. What is the slash P? So we know about the occurrence, /1, /2, /3. We understood that particular one. But how to duplicate the replaced line? If I'm giving /P, importance of /P flag. If I'm giving /P in the command, the /P print, this /P flag prints the replaced line twice on the terminal. Suppose if anything is replaced, right? If anything is getting replaced. So that replaced line will be printed twice. Let me show you. So we know the purpose of this command. It is going to substitute. It's going to substitute the Unix string with line X. That's fine. But what about /P here? It is to print. It is to print and show what are the lines that are being modified. So I'm just entering this one. You see, in the first line we have Unix string. Unix is replaced with line X. So that particular line is duplicated. So in this particular line, the modifications took place. That's the reason why it is we just wanted to print twice. In this first line, modifications took place. Second line, no modifications. Third line, yes, we have the modification. That's why it is printing twice. Fourth line also we have modification. That's why it is printing twice. Got it? So what is the importance of /P? It is going to duplicate the replaced line wherever we have the content replacements, wherever we have the string replacement. So those replacements or those lines will be printed twice. /P, this is the flag value which prints the replaced line twice on the terminal. If a line doesn't have the pattern, and it is not replaced, then /P prints that line only once. There are no modifications. If there are no replacements, that line will be printed only once. If there are any replacements, that particular line will be printed twice. Okay, so replaced lines, whatever the string you are replacing, right? So that's wherever you are doing substitutions, those lines will be printed twice. Those replaced lines will be printed twice. And if there is no replacement in any line, that line will print only once. This is the importance of, this is how we usually use this particular command /P flag. Got it? We can also delete. How to delete the lines from a particular file? We can also delete the lines from a particular file. How to delete the lines? Let's see. We can delete the line in this command. You see, this is the example command we can use. In this particular file, if I want to delete the second line, we are using 2D. D stands for delete actually here. To delete a particular line, okay, let's say, if I want to delete the second line, we can write 2D. If I want to delete third line, you can use 3D. So that the particular line will be deleted. Okay. In the screen, D stands for delete. We are using D. D stands for delete. So the meaning of this one is I'm going to delete the second line from a file. I'm going to delete the second line from a file. Okay, it is printing the remaining 3 lines only. It is printing the remaining 3 lines only. If I want to delete the last line, okay, if I want to delete the last line, $, don't forget, okay. So in shell, from the beginning, we are from the previous 2 sessions also, we are trying to understand. Wherever you write scripting on $, we are using this $ symbol. So $, there are multiple purposes we have. Suppose if, we are using $ symbol, you see here, sed $D. Usually $, represents what? The end of the string. $, represents the end of the string. If I want to find any patterns, if I want to find any of the patterns ending with in any lines, if any string is ending with something, we use $. Earlier we have seen all the examples. But here try to understand what is this dollar $D here. What is this dollar $D? To delete the last line, dollar represents what? Last line. To delete the last line. You don't need to mention like line number, last line number. If you keep dollar $D, it by default it will understand that we are going to delete the last line. Dollar $D represent deleting the last line. Dollar $D represent deleting the last line. You can see. We know what is the last line under. I'm just trying deleting. I'm just running this command, and you can see here we have only these three lines. We have only these three lines printing. It is not printing the fourth line. Deleted the fourth line. Dollar $D represents, D stands for delete. Dollar represent the last line. So it is for deleting the last line. Then if I want to delete the lines from X to Y, if I want to delete the lines from X to Y, suppose if I want to delete the lines from second line to fourth line, if I want to delete from second to fourth, 2 to 4, if I want to delete from 1 to 4, 1 to 3, 2 to 5, 2 to last. So this is the command 2 comma 4, 2 comma 4D, meaning I want to delete the lines from second to fourth in a file called geekfile.txt. I would like to delete the lines from second to fourth. Okay. I would like to delete second to first. So it is printed only first line. It has printed only the first line. It has deleted second to four, 2, 3, 4, all the lines it has deleted. It is printing only the first line. And how to delete from, yeah, this is also same. So how to delete from nth to the last line, you see, dollar $D represents, we know, dollar $D represents the last line. If I want to delete from this particular, from the third line to the last line, if I want to delete from second line to the last line, we can represent like this, dollar $D represent the last line. We are going to delete the last line, that's fine. But from where? From third line to the last line. This particular syntax indicates that, this particular syntax says that we are going to delete the lines from 3 to last line. Dollar $D represents the last line. You see here, it is printing only the first two lines. Why? Because we did deleted 3 and 4. We have 4 lines totally. It is printing only 2 lines because we did deleted third line, from third line to last line we have deleted. Right? So if I want to delete the pattern, there are many lines. Consider we have in the geekfile.txt. Let me clear the screen and show you. We have a pattern called sys. We have a pattern called sys. Sys. Do we have any pattern like sys? Yes. You can see here, learn operating system. We have a pattern called sys. We have a pattern called sys. If I want to delete the lines which is matching with this pattern, you see, I would like to delete. D stands for delete only. This is the pattern. Slash sys is the pattern. So meaning I would like to delete the lines which matches this pattern. Slash sys slash D. In this particular file, if I would like to delete the lines that matches this pattern, okay, I can run this command and show you. So where is this pattern? We have this pattern is there in the second line. So after running this command, you see the second line is deleted. The second line is deleted. Why the second line is deleted? The second line is having this pattern. Okay, it is printing the remaining 3 lines. The second line it is deleted. Why? Because in the second line we have this pattern called SY. Yes. So if I would like to delete the pattern, I would like to delete the pattern. I would like to delete the lines that is having this pattern. Yes, we can run this command. Slash D stands for delete. Got it? So let's understand. Okay, let's take some other examples. We have, okay, let me save this file. Let me save this file with a different file name. I'm going to save a file with a different file name, a.txt something. You can take some different examples also. I'm saving a file with a.txt. So I have few lines here. Okay. I'm just copying and pasting these lines over here. not saving, not saving, Q exclamatory mark, colon Q exclamatory. Okay, I don't want to save. I want to exit. I'm coming out. Now I'm going to save once again. Why? Because there is some issue with the editing. I'm inserting. Now I'm going to paste the contents. Escape, Shift colon WQ. Okay. So now um, I'm going to show you. This is the content that what I have saved in the file called data.txt. I have a file called data.txt. In this particular file, I'm going to save this. I did save this content. I did save this content. And now I'm going to run some commands. You see, this is the command sed g a.txt. What is the meaning of g? Suppose if I give only G, capital G here, the meaning of this capital G is like I want to insert one blank line after each line. I want to, okay, we are now talking about inserting blank lines after each one, okay? So if I'm going to run a command called setga.txt. The meaning of this command is I would like to insert, if I would like to insert any blank line, you can see here after each and every line, this is the first line. After every line, it is leaving some blank line. After every line, the second line, after second line, we have the blank line. After third line, we have a blank line. If I want to leave any blank spaces after each and every line, I want to leave any blank spaces after each and every line. Yes, it is printing the blank lines after each and every line. That is the purpose of set capital G. Understood? So what is the use of capital G we are using? If you want to leave the blank lines after each and every line, if you want to insert blank lines after each and every line, we can use set capital G file name. If you want to insert two blank lines, this is the syntax. This is the syntax. G, semicolon, G. This is how we use. This is how we use. Okay, if I want to leave, one second. What I'm doing now, set G semicolon, G. So if I want to leave two blank spaces, I'm running this command. Can you see here? This is one blank line. After each and every line, I would like to leave two blank spaces. Okay, it is printing the first line, leaving two blank spaces, and then going for the second line. After second line, it is printing two blank spaces. Third line, it's leaving two blank spaces. After each and every line, it is leaving two blank spaces, and then it is printing the lines. Okay, the same way, if you want to print three blank spaces, yes, go ahead and modify it accordingly. I'm just modifying it like this: G semicolon, G semicolon, G. So what is your expected output now? If you want to leave three blank spaces after each and every line, you see here, you can compare three blank spaces. This is the first line, second blank, third blank, first blank, second blank, third blank. Three blank spaces after each and every line, it is leaving three blank spaces. Got it? Suppose if you want to insert a blank line only after the line which matches this particular string, love. So what I'm doing is, you can see here, I'm just referring to that particular string. Clearing the screen. Try to understand what this particular command says. Sed. We know this might be for substitution. Okay. So slash capital G. We know about the purpose of capital G. Capital G will replaces one blank after each and every line, usually. But here we are specifying the pattern. So wherever it sees this pattern, so only after that particular line only, it will leave some blank space. It will leave only one blank space. Can you see here? So it is printing all the lines normally, and wherever it sees the string, wherever it sees this pattern, only after that particular line only, it is leaving this. In the fourth line also, the pattern is matched. Fourth line also it matches the pattern, so it is leaving one blank space. So wherever it matches the pattern, only after that particular line only, it is leaving one blank space. Only after this, okay, in the lines where it sees this pattern. The remaining lines it is printing normally. Wherever it sees the pattern, only after this particular line where it is giving someone blank space and going for the remaining lines. Got it? So we can also use like this. So how to view or print the lines? How to viewing a file? So from one range, from one line to another lines. Also understand this command sed -n 2 to 5p. What does this command will do? It will print the lines from 2 to 5. It will print the lines from 2 to 5 and suppress the output of all the other lines. Okay. It is going to print all the lines from 2 to 5 and going to suppress all the other remaining lines. I'm going to run this 2 to 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. It is going to print the lines from 2 to 5 and it is going to suppress all the remaining lines. It is printing only lines from 2 to 5. If you want to delete, you see, we usually use D stands for delete, right? Suppose if I want to delete the lines from 2 to 4, we already discussed about all these things. We can ignore 2 to 4. I'm going to delete the lines from 2 to 4. So all the other lines, 1, 3, 5, all the other lines, okay? All the other lines it is printed. So 2 to 4 lines got deleted and it is printing the remaining lines. So for printing, we are giving like 2, 5p. For deleting, okay? For deleting the lines, this and in this particular range. If I want to print the lines in this particular range, we can print like this. If I want to delete the lines in this particular range, we can delete and we can print the remaining lines. Got it? If I want to print only a particular line, only a particular line. Yes, we can print only a particular line. If I want to print only a particular line, yes, it's printing. Okay, anyhow, we saw this example from X to Y line. All these examples, I think we are comfortable. You see this one, this is an important one. Dollar. You understand the importance of dollar every time. So if I'm keeping like this $P, if I'm going to ask $P, what actually it prints? It prints the last line. Dollar represents what? P for printing, right? P for printing. So it is going to print the last line. If I give $D, it is going to delete the last line. Got it? So expect this. What is the output of this command? From 3 to the last line. From 3 to last line, it is going to print from 3 to last line. We can also use like this. If I want to print from 3 to last line, we can use 3, $. You can see third, 3, 4, all the lines. It is printing all the lines from it is printing all the lines from line number 3 to last. So these are some examples where we are understanding. If I want to, what about this one? Every where it is where the pattern is matching every. Okay, it is going to print the lines. P stands for printing. Every it is going to print the lines where this pattern is matched. So in this particular file, it is going to print the lines where the pattern is matched. You see here, every. It is printing only the lines where the pattern is matched every only lines that is matching the pattern. So these are some examples of sed command. Okay, let's move on to the other.
Only one more here. So the hyphen n stands for to print the to show the number of the line, right? So
Yes.
hyphen n.
Here, hyphen n. Why I'm using hyphen n? Only to print, if I'm giving dollar, right? So it is printing only the last line. To print a
Yes.
particular line, nth line. Suppose if I want to print third line, fourth line, fifth line. So we give hyphen n. Okay, if you keep on practicing, you will understand all these things. Okay, no need to worry. You please practice so that you will understand all this. So let's move on to the other one. So we are now going to discuss about another command, sed command. Okay, we have seen some examples in sed command. We are now going to understand a command called sort. There is another command called sort in Linux. What is the sort? The sort is also another kind of command. So the purpose of the sort command is to sort the lines of text files. Okay, the purpose of the sort command is to sort the lines usually. Okay, we are going to sort in different ways. Like we can sort it alphabetically. We are going to sort the lines alphabetically in a reverse order. Okay. We'll be looking at, let's take some examples. So we are going to discuss about the sort command. At the same time, we will also discuss about unique command. Let's go with the sort command first. Sort command is used to sort the lines in a file. Consider we have a file. Okay, we are going to take a file, and these are the names we have in the file. Okay, I'm going to save the file called hello.txt. I'm going to create a file called hello.txt. You can take any other examples and you can practice. I'm taking this example. Hello.txt. Insert.
Ah. Hmm.
Can see, right? We have few lines saved here. 1 second. I'll be on mute. I'll become. So see here, we have a file called hello.txt, and I have saved some lines here, and I'm just displaying those lines. This is how the lines are. Okay, I've given some names in this particular file. So let's see how the sort command works here. I'm just giving a command called sort space file name. Okay. So what this command will do, this particular command will sort the lines alphabetically. If you want to sort the lines alphabetically, we use a command like sort space file name. So we are not going to modify the file here, but let's see the output. I'm giving sort space hello.txt. It is printing all the lines in alphabetical order. A, we don't have any names that start with B. So it is printing C, D, H, N, or alphabetical order. It is printing all the lines in alphabetical order. Right? It is printing all the lines in alphabetical order. If you want to sort the lines alphabetically, we use sort space file name. Let's see some other example. So that we are going to take another file. We are going to take another file. So here now I will be giving some numbers. You see, these are the numbers 1, 11, 100. These are the numbers that I'm going to save here in this file. Whether the content is saved. Yes. We have these lines, okay? These are the numbers I have provided, 1, 11, 100. These are the numbers. So now I'm just running a command called sort on this file, sort abc.txt. Can you see here? when I'm running the sort command, okay, when I'm running the sort command, it is also arranging all the things. It is arranging all the numbers in alphabetical order. You understand what it is doing here? So usually this is the content I'm having, okay? This is the content I've saved, 1, 11, 100, all these things. So when I'm using sort abc.txt, it is going to arrange all the numbers in an alphabetical order. So contents in the file will not be considered as numbers until you give -n. -n, if you want to, if you are giving some numerical information in the file and if you want to sort it numerically, then you have to provide -n. Otherwise, it will take alphabetical. Okay, if you just give sort space file name, it will sort the lines only in the alphabetical order. Suppose if you are giving some numerical content and if you want to sort it, you have to provide a command called sort space -n. Okay, so that it will understand. Now let's see the difference. I'm going to run a command called sort space -n. Let's run this command and you can see it is printing all, it is arranging all the numbers in numerical way. 1, 1, 2, 11, 13, 18, 22. So this -n tells that the content in the file is numerically present. The content in the file is numerical content. So it will arrange, it will sort all the things in particular order, numerical order, -n. Otherwise, if we simply give sort space abc.txt, even though the numerical content is present here, it will sort only in an alphabetical order. It will print alphabetical order only. It is printing all the numbers starts with 1, and then it is printing all the numbers starts with 2, like that. How it is printing all the names that are starting with A, B, C, like that, is printing like this. Okay. So we have to give -n so that it will consider the content numerically and it will arrange all of them in some order. Right? This is the example. So how to sort lines in reverse order? How we are going to sort the lines in a reverse order? Okay, let's take this example in a reverse order. vi space sample.txt. Insert. I'm going to give these lines. These are the 4 lines I'm giving. Some fruits names, something I'm giving here. Escape. Space sample.txt. Yes, these are the 4 names I'm providing. So what I'm running is I'm going to run a command called sort -r. -r stands for reverse order. I want to sort the lines in reverse order. So here all the things are in alphabetical order only, A, B, C, D. So to see here, we can understand all these things are in alphabetical order only. I want to print all of them in reverse order. Okay. So how to know how to print all of them in reverse order? We can give a command called sort space -r. If the content is there in the alphabetical order and if you want to print them in reverse order, yes, we can give. All these names are in alphabetical order and I would like to print all of them in reverse order. So it is printing from like this D, C, B, A. It is printing in reverse order. So sort -r, sort -n stands for numerical sorting, -r reverse order. Okay. We have some other examples. Let's see. We have some other examples like sort -k, -k. Okay. So to understand this one, sort -k, we'll take this example and let's understand. I'm going to save a file called employee data.txt. So I'm saving some data here. I'm going to store some data inside this file. So this file is having some 4 columns: ID, name, department, and salary. I'm going to save this content in the file. Okay. Hope you understood. This particular file is having the contents. Let me show you by displaying the contents. The content here that we stored is different. You see in the 4 columns, the first column says some number, ID number. Second column says name. Third column says department. Fourth column is salary. Okay. This is how the data is stored. Now, what is the third column here? Third column is department. What is the third column? Third column is department data. Okay. So my requirement is I want to sort this data based on the department column. I want to sort this data based on the department column. We have many columns here. If I have multiple columns in the data, I want to sort the data based on particular column. I know that the names are in alphabetical order only. Alice, Bob, Charlie, the names are in alphabetical order only. But I want to sort this data based on the department, alphabetical order of the department. Okay. So now I'm going to run this command -K3. Why I'm using -K3? Sort command, anyhow, it sorts the data in either alphabetically or numerically. But here we are not specifying numerically. This is a sort command. We are using -K3. What this -K3 refers to? Based on the third field. Okay, based on the third field in each line. Third field. What is the third field? Department. -K3 stands for what? Third field. It refers to third field. So in which column you want to sort this data based on which column, which field? So that's why I'm using -K3. So now I'm going to run this command. You can see now how actually the data looks like. If you want to see, this is how marketing, HR, IT, like this. Now, if I run this command, it will sort the data based on the third column. It will arrange the data based on the third column. Let me wait. Can you see here? Earlier it was the beginning in the first thing we have called marketing. Now we have HR. Second one is IT. Third one is marketing. It is sorting based on the alphabetical order. HI, like that. Okay. M will come next. That's how it is sorting the data based on the particular column. If I want to sort the data based on this particular salary, if I want to sort the data based on the ID number, we can give -K2, -K3, -K4. Hope you understood. Based on the third column, based on the second column, based on the first column, -K option specifies the key or the column to sort by. 3 indicates the third column in each line. Okay. So what about, let's see some other examples to understand more about the sort. Sort is also used for eliminating the duplicates. Sort-u. There is a command called sort-u, which is used for eliminating duplicates. Now I'm going to show you I'm saving a file. I'm saving another content here. Just taking another example. These are some lines I'm just adding. You can see what are the files we are having. Just now I have added a file called xyz.txt, cat xyz.txt. These are the few lines that I have added in xyz.txt. These are the few lines I have added in xyz.txt. So I'm just running a command called sort xyz.txt. Okay. So it is sorting all the numbers. You see, ABC is duplicated 2 times. ABC is here and ABC is also here. When I'm running sort command in this particular file, when I'm running the sort command, it is sorting all of them. ABC is here, we have 2 times, and here XYZ is also there for 2 times. It is sorting all of them in alphabetical order. Sort command will works to sort them in alphabetical, to sort all the lines alphabetically. Now I want to eliminate the duplicate. This file is having some duplicates, right? You can see here, this file is having duplicates. XYZ is here for 2 times, ABC is for 2 times. So I want to remove the duplicates. How to remove the duplicates? By using sort command. By using sort command, we can remove the duplicates by using this particular one. Sort-u. There is a command called sort-u, which is used for duplicating the records, which is used for deleting the duplicate ones. So I'm running this one. You can see here, ABC is duplicated for 2 times. It has deleted the duplicated one. XYZ is duplicated for 2 times. It has deleted the duplicated ones. And it is printing the remaining ones. Sort-u is for deleting the duplicated lines. Okay, it is for deleting the duplicated lines. Right. So now we can see one more script. Okay, we can see one script to delete the duplicate records. We have seen already this one, but with a different logic. We have seen this script with a different logic, but we can also delete the duplicate records like this also. So anyhow, you know the purpose of echo command. It will just print this file name, enter a file name string, -n, without moving the cursor to the next line, it will ask there itself. In the same line itself, it will ask for the file name. The cursor will not move. To avoid the cursor moving to the next line, we use -n. Usually generally, okay, echo command, by default, the echo command is executed. If the echo command is executed, By default, if the echo command is executed, what happens? The cursor will be moving to the next line. If I'm giving -n, now the cursor will stay there itself. Okay, the cursor will stay there itself. Read file name. So read command is used to accept the input from the terminal. Once it accepts the input from the terminal, we are using sort command. Sort-u, the file name. What do you mean by sort-u? Just now we have understood what is sort-u. Sort-u command is used for what? Eliminating duplicates. So in this particular file, we are taking the file name. In this particular file, if there are any duplicates, it will delete all the duplicates. And we are going to save the output in a file called, what is this one? This is the redirection operator. We are going to save the entire output into a file called what? TMP. TMP is a file name. We are just taking one more file. Okay, I am saving the entire output in a file called what? TMP. And again, what I am doing, move command. What is the purpose of move command? Can anyone say? What is the purpose of move command? We are going to rename the file name of temp into, again, the original file name, whatever the file name that. So whatever the file name that you have entered, that file name is stored here in this particular variable. And we are printing the value. We are just accessing the value of that variable by like this $fname. We know dollar symbol prefixing to the variable. Dollar symbol prefixing to the variable is used to access. Dollar symbol prefixing to the variable is used to access the value of that variable, so that it will take the file name, it will eliminate all the duplicates, saving the content in a temporary file. And after that, renaming the temporary file name into original file name. Finally, we are printing echo. Echo is used to print only, right? Duplicate records deleted from this file name. Any questions in understanding this particular script? Any questions understanding this particular script? Let me run this script. Okay, let me take this particular script. We have, okay, I'm going to a space, something example1.txt, and I'm just doing example1.txt. Set. Let me write. Let me show you what is the script that I have provided. Sample1.txt. You can see these are the lines. Echo, read. Okay, these are the lines. First, we will enter a file name. Last to enter the file name, we will enter. Read command is to accept the input from the terminal and store that file name here in this variable. And sort command is sort-u is used to delete the records. Empty is used to duplicate. Okay, is used to delete the duplicate ones. If any duplicated lines are there, it will delete. And finally, the content will be stored into a temporary file. Finally, we are renaming the temporary file like this, and we are printing this line. Okay. So now what I'm doing is I will run the script. How to run the script? I can simply run the script by using sh space script file name. What is the file name? Sh space. Second. Usually we used to, okay, sh space one.txt. Yes, I'm just running the file name. This is the file name. Sh command is used to run the shell script. It is asking enter the file name. So I'm entering the file name. In which file we have the duplicates? XYZ, right? We have a file called xyz.txt. In this xyz.txt, we have duplicates. I'm just giving like xyz.txt. This is the file name I'm giving. It is saying that duplicate records deleted. It is deleted. It has deleted the duplicate records. You can see now, just by in cat space xyz.txt, it will display only these lines. It has deleted the duplicated lines. It has deleted the duplicated lines. So that's how we have different logics. Like after knowing all these commands, okay, set command, sort command, we can apply these commands while writing the scripting. Hope you understood what is the importance of learning all these things. While writing the script, you can implement all these things. If you know the command called sort-u, so you can simply use the command in the script to delete the duplicated lines, duplicate lines. Got it? Any questions from today's session? Okay, if you don't have any questions, let's meet tomorrow. Hope you understood the importance of set command and sort command in Linux for writing shell scripting and all. Okay, let's see if we have the things to discuss, and otherwise we can start with the tools, DevOps tools from the next session, not from the next session, not from the immediate next session. Okay, we'll also see some other things.
I have one question.
Yes, please.
Like in the file, if I have in the starting, if I have empty spaces, and at the end, and in the end also I have some few of the empty spaces, and I want to delete those spaces by using set. So how I can do by using dollar, I can delete the end spaces. Huh? How to find those end spaces, empty spaces, and delete those empty spaces from my file? So this was the interview question that I have faced it.
Yes, that's the reason we have seen, right? We have used set command, right? We have used set command, and we have seen like for deleting. If I have, you mean like empty spaces, right?
Yes, yes.
Empty, if you have some empty lines.
Hmm.
I think we already discussed this in the previous session, right? So suppose if I have an empty line, we can delete the empty line by using, let me show you.
$D is for deleting.
Dollar DSS.
Yes. How to find those empty lines actually?
Not like by using group we can find that empty lines, but not sure how to use a set. Can we use pipe?
Yeah, we can use it. We can
Yeah.
use and we can delete and we can redirect again it to temp, and we can do that
Yes.
actually.
Then we can use that get grep and then cap dollar.
But it will
So
take, but it's a long.
it's not a long process, so we need to
Hmm.
tune that command.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. In a single line, we need to do that.
Yeah.
So this is the one, right? This is the one we have seen, right? A script to delete the empty lines. I think we have already seen this. Okay. So what we are doing is like cap dollar.
To
So by
find the empty
command,
lines.
grep
Okay.
command,
Hmm.
yes, we are using grep command. Okay. Cap dollar. So we are finding the empty lines, and then we are
And
storing the remaining content into a temporary file. Got it? Suppose if I have some file in this particular file, if I want to delete some empty lines, okay, if I have some empty lines, so in this particular file, I am finding the empty lines by using grep command. You know, right? Grep command is used for searching something in the file.
hmm.
So we are going to search. So with this pattern, this is the pattern we are using to search the empty lines. So if any line is starting with cap, and so if any, you know, right, what is the importance of this cap symbol?
Starting, yes, yes, yes.
Cap
Starting
is for
and
starting, dollar is for ending. Okay.
ending.
If nothing is there, okay, it will search for starting. It will search from the beginning and search it end with dollar, right? So in between, we don't have any pattern. We are not giving any pattern. So if any lines find with this pattern, then it will delete all the lines. It will find out all the lines. Okay. So it is mainly for finding the empty lines. If there are any non-empty lines, we are reversing this one. Got it right? Hyphen we use for reverse operation, inverse operation.
This
So we
we
are
can
finding
do by
out this.
using sed or not. We can do it by sed or not. So
Think
this was a question.
we can do it. We can do it. We can
We need to
submit
use okay cap symbol along with
dollar.
dollar symbol.
Yes.
So we need to use some forward slashes, something we need to use, and we need
There
to
will be
delete.
a step. You can search it. Okay, you can search it
Mhm.
and you can practice it. Usually, there will be many logics. Okay,
Yes, yes,
we
yes.
can have many logics. We can find out.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anything you want to discuss?
No, no, I don't have it.